Fans of hip-hop have every now and then been hit by some of the most dreadful news imaginable, that their favorite rapper has passed away. But imagine what the ones closest to them feel like. The family and friends of rappers are definitely the ones who are hit the hardest, and they've often been seen taking to social media to express their grief. Keep watching till the end of the video for an intimate look at the lives of rappers' girlfriends after their death. Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any type of videos you would like to see on this channel. Thanks. XXXTentacion. On June 18, 2018, the world of rap was permanently damaged as XXXTentacion breathed his last few breaths. The rapper not only left millions of fans in mourning, but also his family, and of course, the woman he loved. The death was such a shock to the whole world that some fans just couldn't wrap their heads around the fact that X had been murdered so brutally. They all took to social media to express their loss and disbelief. In those hard times, some fans also took the time out to support X's family, and they would have done the same for X's girlfriend if only they knew who she was. Yes, the Florida rapper's last girlfriend didn't reveal her identity until very later, and that too with the biggest surprise. Turns out when Ja was murdered, his girlfriend was already pregnant and expecting his son. 7 months later, Gayukame Onfroy was born to Genesis Sanchez. The news was revealed to the world in a heartwarming Instagram post made by Ja's mother, Cleopatra Bernard. She showed Sanchez's belly and said, "His last gift to us," in the caption. The post took social media by storm, and fans were missing X now more than ever. When Genesis first became a mother, she enjoyed the experience and shared it with the media. She also said that X's son is going to hear about his dad 24/7. She was living in a townhouse owned by Cleopatra at the time. We hope for the best for the mother and son, and RIP to Ja once again. Lil Peep. The world heard of Lil Peep's passing on the 17th of November 2017. His manager, Chase Ortega, confirmed the news just a little later, and it was absolutely heartbreaking. With social media flooding with tributes to the late rapper, Lil Peep's girlfriend at the time also took the time out to share what she was feeling. Arzelia Rodriguez shared many pictures on her Instagram saying she missed him and wanted to end this nightmare. Rodriguez also shared screenshots of her conversations with her late boyfriend, telling him that she loved him more than he knew and was going to marry him and pamper him. Arzelia's post was met with a lot of support from fans of both the rapper and herself, and they all wanted her to get through the tough times. The rapper and her seemed to hit it off at one of his show stops, and at the time of his death, they'd already been dating for 2 months. According to reports, Arzelia was flying back from London to the States during Peep's tour, but she would never have expected him to overdose behind her. But sadly, that's exactly what happened, and Lil Peep was taken from us forever. It seems that Arzelia is currently single and hasn't dated anyone ever since Gustav's death. She must have had a really tough time dealing with that kind of loss. In the past, Arzelia was dating Luke Hemmings from 5 Seconds of Summer. Gustav, on the other hand, had gone out with model and social media personality Bella Thorne. Even Bella was devastated by the news of her ex's death. She also took to social media to tell the world how terrible it was that Lil Peep had died. Mac Miller. A majority of you may think of Ariana Grande when you think of the words girlfriend and Mac Miller together. However, the two weren't together at the time of Mac's death. The Pittsburgh rapper died on September 7, 2017 of an accidental drug overdose. He left behind millions of fans worldwide who were absolutely shaken that the rapper they loved so much was no longer with them. But beside his family members, friends, and fans, Mac left behind another person who he held very close, and her name is Julia Kelly. Julia is an Instagram model who started dating Mac shortly after his split with Ariana in the May of the year he died. Julia posted a screenshot of a May conversation with Mac in which they're both telling each other how they feel about each other. In a post, she showed Mac's hand resting on a lap with a caption that said, "My heart is hurting, shattered. Today I lost one of the most amazing humans that has ever entered my life, Malcolm McCormick. I would give anything to have you back. Our memories will never be erased. I am forever grateful to you. Thank you for your laughter and the endless amounts of love. You brought me out of my shell and broke me free from my shyness. The post was one to bring tears to anyone's eyes. Ariana also paid her own tribute to Mac, even before Julia did. She posted a black and white photo of Mac looking straight into the camera as Ariana clicked his picture, but instead of expressing anything, she posted the picture without a caption and also disabled her comments. Ariana had apparently broken up with Mac over toxicity issues that she told to a fan through a tweet. She responded to people giving her heat for ending her 2-year relationship with Mac freshly after the two had broken up in May, saying that she wasn't his babysitter and that she'd tried to help Mac with his sobriety, but she didn't deserve any of the blame. Fans weren't too happy when she started dating Pete Davidson, but it definitely wasn't Ariana's fault about what had happened. Juice Wrld. Juice Wrld died in 2019 from what reporters called an overdose. His death sparked grief throughout social media as he was considered a rising star of the time with many hit singles. And amid all the grief, the closest to him were also expressing theirs, like his mother, who said she and Juice's other biggest supporters just wanted him to beat his addiction. But one of the people who seemed to be the most in pain was none other than the Chicago rapper's girlfriend, Lotti. Allie, who's an Instagram model and influencer, has come out with multiple tributes to Juice ever since his death. She shared with Juice's fans some truly heartbreaking things, such as her multiple miscarriages before and after her boyfriend's death. Juice apparently really wanted a child, but due to the workload and then stress after Jared's death, Ally was faced with many losses. She continues to share small details about her time with Jared and how she misses him. Last year in December, exactly a year after Juice's death, Ally once again came out to say that her grief is still as alive as ever. She even said that anything plane-related is triggering for her due to the association of Juice's death with airports. She's still as faithful to Juice as ever, and we hope that the coming years are much easier on her. King Von. King Von was brutally murdered in Atlanta last November. His death shocked the whole world as he was a truly talented artist who was a rising star in the drill scene. In light of his death, several other artists, as well as his friends and family, came forward to express their sadness and solidarity with the departed soul. His ex-girlfriend, Asian Doll, was one of them, and she took to social media to pay tribute to the late Chicago rapper. However, another young woman came out recently with a bunch of tweets claiming she and the late rapper had a fling. Her name is Jemiah, and her tweets received fire from not only King Von's fans, but also his ex, Asian Doll. Asian Doll responded to Jemiah's tweets, saying she didn't actually have anything to do with Von and that only Doll was Von's true girl. Jemiah also received heat for trying to gain popularity off a dead person's name, and her claims were disregarded by the majority of Von's fans. King Von's death was truly tragic, and his ex-girlfriend's tributes to him showed that he was valued a lot by both his fans and his family. All of these rappers had a loved one they didn't want to ever leave, but unfortunately had to. Which of these rappers do you miss the most? What do you think of the stories of the ones closest to them? Do you have another rapper with a tragic story in mind? Let us know in the comments down below.